Hello everybody and welcome to Creativity Time. It's Wednesday morning creative inspiration from me, Tatiana, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Australia. I blog at stamping.tatianacreative.com.au. I enjoy paper crafting, particularly making lovely cards, which I do send to people. I've just got those on display. And I like to brighten people's days with handmade cards. Every Wednesday I go live here on Facebook. You know it's live when you see the red live right there. And I hope I inspire people to go off and do something creative. Whether it's card making or something else, but it's really good for your soul, I'm going to say, to do something creative. So I've got a 2-in-1 card, so that's going to be exciting. I'm not entirely sure what we're putting in each of the cards yet, so but I've got a semi-plan, and I want to ask that you do say hi when you jump on, because I do love to have a little bit of a chit chat. Let's be social. Let's make this our socializing time now as well. And what else? Let's just head to the craft desk and get watching. But if you are watching on YouTube, hello and welcome. Thank you for watching. I do still check the comments on YouTube, but it's not live. It's definitely a recording. So let's head to the craft desk, shall we? Okay, today we're going to do a 2-in-1 card. I have been obsessed, maybe, I don't know. I don't think I've shared on social media any examples, but I have been, I'm just using up my scraps and lots of them. So I've just created these strips and strips of, so basically when I trim cardstock, I don't throw out the strips. And I've created all these different backgrounds. And all I did to create them was take some Whisper White, I take my strip, add some glue on the back, place one down, and then I start adding to that, trimming it off. I'm trying to be careful. I do try to place it like that, and then I trim them off. And I get all these different backgrounds, and I thought it would be fun to create one. So this one is using, I think it's Petal Pink. Let's check. Well, yes. This background was made with Petal Pink and the Rose Shimmer Glimmer paper, which I cut. So the Petal Pink strips are 1 centimeter and the glimmer paper is about 3 or 4 millimeters, I can't remember. But anyway, I thought it'd be fun to create something with that. And this is exactly the size of a card front, which is 10.5 centimeters by 14.85 centimeters. And I'm going to use the Stitched So Sweetly dies because I think they're absolutely adorable. And we're going to create a window. So that's going to create the 2 cards. And I should grab some grid paper. There we go. Grabbing some grid paper, and I'm going to line up, try to line it up evenly. In the center there somehow. Man, my head ain't working. Let's see. It's not as easy as I thought it would be. I don't know why I thought this would be easy. Okay, that way is done. Now, what did you forget to add to your order, Tanya? At least our warehouse isn't closing currently, so Stampin' Up is still shipping until it is being told to stop, essentially, which is good news for us crafters, that we can still get our crafting supplies. And if you are placing an order, I do ask that you be mindful of everyone in the world, well, everyone in Australia, and don't go crazy. There's no need to stockpile our crafting supplies, other dyes. Okay, so I have centered that so that I can see that big cross from the grid paper. And now I am trying to center this. Okay, we'll now match the pictures to the words, sweetheart. Yes, of course you can get your book. It is really good news, isn't it, Vicky? But yes, please, people, don't go crazy. You don't need to be buying 10 packets of paper. Well, 10 packets of the same paper. If you don't have coloured cardstock. If you don't have any of the coloured cardstock, the good way to start is with the coloured packs, not the single ones, because that way you get a good sampling. Okay, I'm going to run that through. I'm fairly happy with that being eyeballed but centered. So, okay, stick it back down. So, just running this through. And I've just run it through once, and because it is thicker, don't forget that there's glue and 2 layers of paper. So I'm going to run it through. It has cut bits, but you want to check. So this is why I've put down the washi tape. It's holding in place, and I can check to see how much it's cut through. So I'm going to run it through. I ran it through like this, so now I'm going to run it through like this. And again, I'm now checking. There's this corner. It's all pretty much cut except for this corner here. Oh, yep, no, we're out. Woohoo! And these dies are absolutely gorgeous. Anastasia. Can you see the stitching? Isn't that just adorable? Oh, don't want that. Are you all right there, little man? Yep. Oh, though I should have used some fresh washi. Ugh. There we go. It's coming off. And there we go. So we've now got 2 card front elements, and let's prep the card bases. Got a sheet of Whisper White Thick here. It's an A4 cardstock, and we're going to create 2 landscape cards, which means that I need to score halfway, which is at 10.5 centimeters, and then cut along the other halfway, which I know you can't see, there we go, is at 48.5. Well, 148.5 millimeters. Sorry, I do flick between millimeters and centimeters because that's how my brain works. Okie dokie, and we're going to fold those in half and burnish that fold so that it stays nice and flat. So if I was just to fold it, it kind of, can you see that? Morning, Margaret. Thanks for sharing. Can you see that it's just flipping open? Whereas after I burnish that with my bone folder, it stays nice and flat, which is awesome. So that's 1. And this is 2, as so. And I'm going to confidently glue that one down. So just adding some multi-purpose liquid glue there. Nah, too late. I was thinking, oh, maybe I could stick things behind. but done. So there we go. I know I've teared that, but we'll cover up that somehow. So there's one, and this one will go up on dimensionals, but we will do that a bit later. So we've got our 2 card fronts, and I wanted to use, where's the stamp set? There it is. Sending you healing hugs. I wanted to use that one today. Just felt appropriate. And oh my goodness, I haven't stuck all of these down. You can see I've only used one of the stamps from the stamp set, so it's good to broaden that. These are the cling stamp sets. So they're red rubber, and you attach this sticker to the front, the back of your red rubber. I'm not even sure which way you would, to the back, I guess. And that outline is exactly the same size and outline as the stamp, so that makes it really easy. And then you can peel that back, and what's really interesting is that these are sticky, and that means that they stick to our clear box really nicely and makes it really easy to stamp and clean and use. I'm thinking I'll grab some petal pink. Let's see, I've got a scrap of petal pink here, and I'm going to stamp first, stamp down here, and then we will die cut that out. I'm going to stamp in Rococo Rose. I thought about stamping in petal pink, but the Rococo Rose kind of matches the glimmer paper, so that will be a nice combination. Yeah, I like that. And I'll do another one on white. Just looking through my scraps of white. There we go. So please remember, post your nominations. Who would you like me to send this card to on your behalf to brighten their day? Let's spread some love and kindness around the world. Just looking for my chamois to clean that stamp. So I will be able to draw 2 recipients of this one. Now these dies, these ones are amazing, and they can be used with anything really. They're very versatile, but what's kind of cool is that this stamp set does coordinate with it, and we will find that this die fits okay, Tanya, that's very sweet, but I am restricting the mailing to within Australia. So, no, I'm not going to send it to Michael. Though he's been doing some good videos, I hear. So I'm just placing that around the words, and I'll go die cut that out.
Mama, I'm missing one picture.
Well, have a look.
I already did.
Well, look again. I can't help you right now, sweetheart. Sending healing hugs. And again from the petal pink.
Found it.
There we go, good girl. So we've got those 2. I'm just putting away the washi tape. Fantastic videos, excellent. I'll put the die away just to be neat and tidy and organized. I'm thinking that one there, and this one can go on top, though it's This one needs another layer on the background. So these dies are great because they layer. So we'll cut out that one from a piece of Whisper White. No stamping, nothing, just the piece. There we go. Isn't that cute? They all have that stitching around the edge. Isn't that adorable? And now that stands out. I lift it all up. That stands out a lot better than it did without that. Can you see? Although that's not too bad either. Which way do we like? Let's vote on it. So if you want one layer, give me a thumbs up. If you think it looks better with the 2 layers, give me a love heart. What do we think? 1 or 2 thumbs. Hey Victoria, thanks for joining me. I'm looking for some votes whether we should have the 2 layers, which is a love heart. Seeing some love hearts already, or 1 layer with a thumbs up. So for the 2 layer, I'm going with 2. We'll trying to keep the video moving as well. Man, I feel I don't know, my head's everywhere. Hope everyone is keeping well. I'm trying not to use the C word here. But I hope everyone is staying safe from the C word. Yes, sweetheart. Sorry?
I don't want to do this one.
We'll colour in the B. Okay. And that. And I wanted to add some flowers, because flowers make things better. Flowers make things better. Let's go with that one. We're not going to colour, so what we're going to do is grab the stamp, mount it. Need a bigger block. You're home, but okay, that's good to hear. It's a funny time we're living in. And I'm going to look for some Whisper White. So yeah, I have a problem throwing out pieces of cardstock. Hello, Elfie. Thanks for joining me. Excellent. Just grabbed a foam mat because this is photopolymer stamps and they're see-through, which is amazing and fantastic. But as you can see, the red rubber has that little foam layer there, and it kind of does help with a good impression, the foam. So that's why I've added the foam mat underneath. We are okay, Anne. Victoria, sorry. I saw the Anne bit from the corner of my eye. We're okay. We are trying to stay home as much as possible. I did pop out for some milk yesterday, and man, I enjoyed that. Who doesn't enjoy? Oh, you're having some supper. Bon appetit. I don't know how to say that in German though. So we're going to cut that out with the coordinating dies, which is this one. This one, the die hugs the image, making it, but it still cuts away from the edge of the image. So just doing that washi trick again, right back. Okay, and I'm not colouring this in. Oh, I got ink on there. Do you know what? We'll flip that around. I haven't glued it down, so that's okay. And I'm going to trim that in half. Kind of eyeballing what I want for the half. This is a great little trimmer, and if you don't have one, there's only a few days left to get one. So let me know if you're interested to hear about that. And the reason why I've trimmed this in half is that so that we can mount it on either side of that, and it's like the flowers are behind there. Let's do it. That's a smaller strip than that one, which is a little disappointing. I didn't think of that, but that's okay. It's all good. Yes, you can do some athletics. Thank goodness for all those online services. My kids don't normally get to do them. I'm like, yes, you can go and work on them. Just gluing that down. Now I've used the liquid glue, which will mean that I can flip this over now and adjust the positioning. That is a bit, that's okay. It's a bit not even, but that's okay. And now I'm going to add that on dimensionals. This is a perfect time to use those edge pieces. So as you can see, I haven't quite finished the sheet, but I'm grabbing the dimensional edges anyway. And oh, look at that, perfect fit. Ha! Fantastic. Woohoo! I love it. That was awesome. Simple pleasures, people. I'm enjoying the simple things, and that one I can kind of bend. And then I'll add some in the middle as well. So please keep the nominations coming. Nominate someone that you think could use this card, and I will send them this card on your behalf. Just beware that some people might not want their address shared, and its nominees need to be in Australia, because that's just simplifying things essentially. Excuse me. Oh, I did have that the other way. Not that it really matters, but so just eyeballing that essentially. Adding that, and then no, I think that's enough. We will, should I add that on dimensionals? Yes. And let's see, we'll add some leaves behind that. So I'll grab the leaf, there it is. Grab the leaf here, here. I'm using the same ink, trying to keep the number of inks and tools and stuff down to the minimum. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. For sure, that's going nowhere. It's on for life. I am not sure what you're referring to, Elfie. I can't remember what I've said. And the die, I feel like I need to have background music or something. Do 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 do, while you watch me create. But thank you. I do thank you for being here. I know that there are about 9 people watching, and not everyone's commenting, and that's okay. If you don't want to comment, that's fine, but I do appreciate your presence here. Just cut that out. one. It's sticking to my finger. 2. All the dimensionals, yes. Tanya, I love it. Yep. No, the dimensionals are making sure that this is not going anywhere and it's not going to get squished in the mail and be all wonky and curvy and, well, not curvy, but concave. Does I check? Oh, that's a very colourful bee. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, and I will put this up on dimensionals as well, if I can find them. There they are. And I'm kind of being aware of where I'm placing the dimensional so that there's space to slide those underneath. Okay, just, I don't know, grab the iPad and do some sound waves or mathletics, or the iPad's over here on the kitchen, in the kitchen, on the kitchen bench. Jeez. Okay, so that's that, and then we can add these in. So, there we go. Grab my Take Your Pick tool, which allows me to easily add glue to little pieces and then position them in and slide them in. So it's a monotone-ish card, but I'm really liking the way it looks, and I love the fact that out of that stripy background I'm able to make 2 different cards. And there we go. Card number 1 all done. Ooh. Card number 2. I want to add some flowers here too. I don't know, there's something about flowers that I really, really like. But we may go with this one. Thank you, Anne. Hey, Chris. Thanks for joining me. So yes, please do nominate. There's been no nominations so far today, but I do get some afterwards. I would really love to send these cards to someone here in Australia that could do with some, so that'll look really nice. Oh, can we turn the volume down there, please, sweetheart? Thank you. Another piece of Whisper White. Ooh, is this one going to be big enough? Nope, that's not big enough. Nope. Hardy har har har, Tanya. Tanya's nominated herself. And now she's laughing. Very good. So again, I've put the foam down so that I get a better impression. This is just a piece of Whisper White that I pre-cut for my insides of the cards and sometimes the card fronts. And what's really good is that I can die cut this piece out from there, but still use the piece mounted. So that is not going to be wasteful. Oh, is it that one? Nope, it's not that one. It's this one. There we go. Hugging around the image. Hey, Victoria, what time is it there for you? I'm thinking if 11:30 here is 8:30 p.m. for you, Probably 10:30. So you're about, what, 7:30, almost 8 o'clock? Die cutting, right back. Eight. Is it already? Have I really been? Oh gosh, I need to keep moving, don't I? And I'm going to put this one on top because my washi tape did rip a little bit of my background there. So we are going to just simply cover it up and no one's to know that it was ever there. But we will put this on dimensionals because why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? I'm kind of spreading them out. Something satisfactory about dimensionals, and I will use some mini dimensionals on the bits out there. That one needs a half a mini. Snip, snip. Snip, snip, snip. So those overseas watching, you can still nominate someone as long as they're in Australia. And for those who have no idea what I'm talking about when I say nominate, I would like to send these cards to some people that you, my viewers, are choosing just to brighten their day. So I'll send the card on your behalf to them, and just wishing them a brighter day, essentially. And I will just trying to spread some prettiness around, essentially. There we go. And then the sending healing hugs. Let's see. I think that's nice as it is. I'll put that on dimensionals. Don't think we need to add anything. I was thinking about some metallic twine, but I think we're good as is. The glimmer in the glimmer paper in the background is Elfie. Victoria is also in Canada. So Elfie's in a Canadian demo too, Victoria. We met while she was traveling in Australia. Isn't that special? There we go. And as I say, no card is complete until you decorate the inside and the envelope, which we have done neither. So I'll grab 2 envelopes. Wow. Last 2 that are open. I know Michael is in Canada, Tanya. I know more about Michael Bublé now than I ever thought I would. And I'm going to just simply stamp on the envelope flap. Where's my... There it is. Going to stamp the corresponding flowers on the envelope flaps. I thought you were in Canada, Victoria. Or am I mistaken? Sorry. If I got that wrong, I really do apologize. I couldn't remember where some of the Australian demos lived the other night, so if that makes you feel better. Perfect. And then the inside of the card too, just looking for another piece of good paper. Oh, come on, where's my scrap? Good old USA. Well, that explains why you were talking about Florida. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Yes. Oh. Totally random and a bit of a background story for those who are watching. I watched Victoria's live the other day and she mentioned how Florida has closed their beaches. And I said, how do you close a beach? That seems a bit strange. Well, on the weekend, Sydney beaches got closed. Some of them. So there's that. So it's coordinating with the front, and now the same for this one. Yes, we are one big Stamping Up family, aren't we? Yeah, so beaches in Sydney got closed on the weekend because they were jam-packed. They had more than 500 people on the beach, no social distancing, and yes, Australia got a very stern talking to after that one. It was kind of funny. Yes, since the state closed. Yep. Anyway, so this is that other card. So we're going to add that to the envelope flap, and we're going to stamp the inside as well, but I'm going to go more in the corner down here. There we go. Oh, so pretty. There we go. So hold on, sweetheart, I'm almost finished. Mummy needs her crafty time. Okay, I'm just going to take away. You should see my desk. It is not clean, not tidy. So there we go. How are we gonna? There are my two cards. Keeping them simple, keeping them monotoned, but I think they're quite nice. Similar but different, getting two backgrounds or getting two cards out of the one background. I always like that, the 2-in-1 I call it. So yes, please nominate. I'll keep nominations open until Thursday night, which is 26th. Thank you, Tanya. In the evening. I won't be checking them until the morning, so that's all good. I hope you're all, thank you, Victoria. I hope you're all well, safe. Thank you so much for spending time with me. I hope that I've inspired you to be creative, and I will see you at the next one. Bye for now.